What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? A long time Jesus cup. Yo, big up on yourself. Moji. Where you say Moji? Moji the African. Somebody said born Jesus. My born Jesus and born up yourself. You can't born Jesus. Jesus Jesus right now control the earth. If Jesus ain't a problem. If I never Jesus right now, someone else kill like dog and a business. It's a good thing that we teach about Jesus, because some people hear them wicked. Look, if there's some people afraid to go to hell. Look, if there's some people afraid to go to hell here. It's right now I don't make a child of corona, yeah. We just need to tell all the people them say, yo, you know, say Jesus appeared to me in a dream and tell me, say, yo, and you may accept him, you know, everything are gonna be good. And just build a church. Just a thing in the day, you know. All right, well, a big reason here. Big reason in the morning. Big reason here. Big reason here. This is an analysis with the analyzer. I'm going to create a podcast named the Hanalyzer. So you hear it first here. So soon and very soon, we're going to just have a podcast. Or we just do a weekly podcast, or, you know, maybe not weekly, but maybe, yeah. We want to have a podcast. You see what I say? To make the thing more interesting, you know, make the thing more official. So I'm going to build a podcast. It's going to be called the Hanalyzer. You see? Not the analyzer, the Hanalyzer. Yard Spice Kitchen. Yard Spice, we are teacher runners. I know nothing new to the platform, my brother. We passed through them stages a long time. We not argue about them thing they around us anymore. Right now, Jesus our friend. Jesus our best friend right now around us. You see what I say? Jesus our general right now. Yeah. All right. Another minute and we go on the road. One more minute and we go on the road. All right. This topic is very sensitive. It's sensitive for many reasons. The person we're going to talk about can be very aggressive in them approach, in them approach. So this is not going to be centered. The bird every morning, every time I do a live, what I say the bird come. I think the bird is a would be a bird, you know. Every time I do a live, the bird come, and I rain a fall, so him come out. Every time I do a live, him come out. Every time. You know, me out every morning, me out earlier, and I'm not come on until me turn on the live. And I couldn't do it in my studio, you know, but 2 more on the first year. You see my drift there. All right. So what I say is, this is not going to be centered totally around cargo. Yeah. But this analysis is very important. Yeah. I think this, and it is well overdue. Yeah. So we're speaking on what is out there. First thing that we might understand. We're analyzing what is out there. What information I'm privileged to that is what we are used to do the analysis here. Yeah. So I guess if it's out there in the public domain, maybe we can do an analysis of it. Yeah. So if you think it's a mix-up thing, then God go with you. But I think this is very important for us to do, especially from me. This is very important for me to do as a man where at a public situation at one point, as a man who grew over the years, as a man who go through the ridicule, as a man where mature to the point where me can understand why some things happen and take responsibility for some things, or things where that's a basically I could have done a better job. You see me I say? And the key thing when we realize, one of the thing when we realize, especially among Jamaican men, let me say Jamaican because I grew up in Jamaica, among Jamaicans. What I realize among Jamaican men is like we don't take responsibility for our actions. And I saw a post yesterday on Nat's platform, right? And of course, I don't know if it's too common of me to go through comments or read comments. I don't know if me bigger than that. But me enjoy doing it. Me enjoy getting people's perspective or people's input or inference of the subject matter. And I realize that how easily even women can subscribe to some things when it is detrimental to even them. I realize how easily it's like what I'm noticing. Once the thing is going a certain way, and majority is going that way, I realize some people just jump on board. It's like if I don't know if you feel bullied or you feel intimidated into making, excuse me, a comment that makes sense, or a comment where now go with everybody. But it's like you feel like if you just jump on and just comment because it a go that way, they say just comment for go that way with everybody. So I wonder if someone want to really listen to one comment under. I wonder if, especially you women, I wonder if you want to sit down and listen to what wanna comment under. You see what I'm saying? Because someone want to encourage violence, Many of you women on social media want to encourage violence against women, I want to do even understand that when you look at husband or when you look at boyfriend or when you look at whatever you have in a relationship or in. Watching those comments that you all are commenting and feel like say, okay, are that way you feel? So anytime you err, you get a slap in your face or a chop off head. More if you really, really pay attention to what are listening, like when you don't listen, when you just, me think that somehow you just read comments and just comment. I want to just listen to comment at the same time. When I say, let me listen to that something here before me react. When I understand, say, when you subscribe to certain energy, whether the to environment. So when we see the news and we see when we get chopped up and when we get boxed down and kicked down and lick out the eye and all of them, something there, and then we get emotional about the whole thing. But when we bring it on to ourselves, there is no excuse for any man talking about a woman lick me first. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Oh, me know say rubbish? Because it used to happen to me, I used to use the same argument, say, yo, what you lick me for? It's foolishness. Everybody living in this Me Too era now, where you feel like if a woman and you argue and she push you, you can use that to justify why you thump out her teeth. So we can put it on social media, and you can maybe have a video evidence to show that she pushed you. So you thump out her teeth them. And because you can show that to the judge and say, see, she was the one who assaulted me first. And because him can't measure the level of assault based on the letter of the law. Because an assault, the mago says an assault, no matter how small it is. The mago says she provoked you. So you use that. But it is rubbish. Let me tell you something, Virgin. Cargo. And if you want to take this the wrong way and reply with, I want whatever, you can go ahead and be my guest. But somebody have to talk to you, you know, and somebody have to say it to you, and somebody have to say it publicly. So the minions, them, where I try cultivate, we understand that people out here with a higher level of thinking and consciousness, we know say it's rubbish. Let me tell you something, brother. On paper, and what you present to us, you see that little lady there, what did they around you, brother? Trust me. She showed the world a different side of you, bro. I remember clearly when you met that lady, you know. You were going on a public rant right round, saying the most disgraceful things about your mother. She took you and she molded you, brother. She make people start look upon you as a different human being, you know, brother. Me attack what you present to me, you know. Me analyze what you put out there, brother. So from that point of view, there, somebody pick you up, we come see you talk about your mother, a big dirty stinking girl and them something there. Me take up me hat to her for even pick you up. Yeah, me know say some mother wicked, but the way you did that go on, brother. And me shame and I never my mother. So maybe you have some deep internal thing we need to heal, bro. And it come from maybe childhood. So maybe you see every woman as a threat because something will maybe happen with you and your old lady. And me tell you to fix it, bro. Me tell you, I'm not go into it, but me tell you to fix it. Because you can't keep on ignoring the sore foot by just rubbing something on the surface. You have to get to the root of the problem, brother. So if something did it from early childhood, brother, maybe you have to address that. But remember the sister, when we know her, when you introduce her to her, brother, when you introduce her to the world, a lot of people did that say, yo, no youth, don't say that about your mother, don't talk to your mother, don't talk about your mother them way there. And she pick you up, brother. And she had you. And she transformed you, bro. Me see that lady there, brother. I'm sure that she don't want me to talk to her, because talk about her, or talk on behalf of her, because she can talk to herself, because my sister, she educated. But me I do an analysis from where you present to me. You see enough artists, and many artists can relate to this. Enough artists would have wished them to have a woman in them life. We take up all them career, investigate them royalties, investigate them master ownership, investigate the exploitation when people exploit them for years. Not just come in and just say, yo, I want this and I want that, and I see her drive this and I see her drive that, and I just come in to take something and move. And not just in the music. Enough man out there that love a woman will bring something to the table. You showed us that, bro. You show we a woman we're going to learn the industry and learn the business. and took it to the highest level. Let me tell you something. Me a fight legal case and thousands of dollars me have to pay a lawyer. Thousands of dollars. Over the years. When me have to pay a lawyer to deal with things. Some lawyer drop me all the road. Some lawyer left me a roadside, take my money. Me no hear back from them. One lawyer in Pennsylvania take my money, and next time I hear about him, I bar him. I see somebody we come learn this in such a short time and applied it to your cause, brother. So you could have come and show the world, say, this is what the victory is. And this is what victory feels like. To go up against something where even me, I try to work on for years, I try to accomplish, and me, we're seasoned the music, still a struggle to accomplish when we see your wife or ex-wife or whatever, excuse me. I see she accomplished that in such a short time, brother. Me there behind the scene and me I say, yo, who is this lady? Me I say, who is this lady? Brother, you know how much artists, you know how much artists I try to go against the corporation, and I try to go against the system where they put in place. Where them tell artists, say artists not own nothing when we sing. I say the sister come and do an interview. You and her. And she explained how she went in to research mode. And she studied the thing. Remember, says a nurse, this, you know. You can imagine a man pick up a nurse, or a man married to a nurse, and the nurse actually see her partner, husband, whatever, and say, yo, me, I go attack this head on. Me, I have your back. You say, enough of we artists did have them thing there. Or somebody like that now we can't. When we dead, we wouldn't have, them wouldn't have beg people to offering to bury we. If not for them artists, they will see pass off and gone. If they may have that person in them corner. I say, no man, this is not right. Enough of them would have them children and live off of them legacy, them asset like Bob Marley children them. Now why may I say all of this? Because it is important, brother, for we take responsibility for our actions, bro. Nothing wrong with sorry. Nothing wrong with my bad. Nothing wrong with humility, brother. But the whole of we have that ego there. And the whole of we feel like, let me tell you something. Remember one point in my life, I try to prove to the world, say me right, you know. And I couldn't see when nobody has it. I just try to prove, say me right. I mean, not care if people even say, yo, I don't want to hear no more, I just want to prove, say me right. Because of the ego.
Welcome. What's up, my G?
Boy, congratulations, sir.
I'm here, my G. Blessings.
Congratulations. You know, this is big stuff right here. For the music, for yourselves. This is big. What was your initial reaction, both of you, to this win?
Win nothing. It's not a win, it's just taking back what's yours. Eh?
Yes.
Just like me tell you. Yeah, rub it with your face. I did one, you know. Right on the stage.
Yes.
So Mr. Winford, the music run different
in America.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? If I did Jamaica, maybe then could have swiggle around and go to 2 people and go to 3 and 4 people and make it look like cargo crazy. You understand? But in America, Mike can't beat right.
The damage, the suit, the win was just for the US.
The damage, the suit, the win goes to Kamar McGregor as an individual.
Yes.
And then he has 3 other companies which he has partners and co-owners for, which is Trimming Up Inc., FM Records Music LLC, and FM Records Inc. So a lot of people was like, well, he could just file for bankruptcy and change his company's names and move on to different things. So we have to make sure that even him himself is going to be held accountable for all of the damage that he created, whether it's going to be with other people or single-handedly, but he was the one who was vocal towards it, so we have to make sure that it happened.
So and the territory is the world?
Yes, worldwide. The copyright is not only for the US. When you own a copyright, the copyright is international, it's worldwide.
Throw me a quote unquote like some people are say, he no hot again and him a madman and him a psycho and him a nobody, him a countryman. So a man go look for and say, Cargo can sue them and win.
Mm-hmm.
Or them sue Cargo can counter sue them and win.
Yes.
So me just assure say, maybe in a Jamaica, them could have get away with it.
What gave you the confidence, though, that you could win with a countersuit?
Because my grandmother tell me say, might cannot beat right.
Yes.
And if me write something and sing something, and only thing you goodly own is the beat, it means me own 2 shares even more than you, even though we are go 50-50 still. But Mike can beat right, so him sue me over my own stuff, but me know him not have nothing at all to do with it. So when him sue me over it, me know say it was just a sham we run on many more artists, because dancehall artists, once you mention Courthouse, so Chama can take that and go, we can go sing some dub plate and go record more songs. You understand? But if it wasn't for no one, if me I leave him same way and make him get away with it. This time in the music, me not do music to myself.
That me a talk about, brother. A whole heap of way. Just make them get away with it because we don't have the champion there. So me I say, enough of it. Can't read and write, Enough of it. Drop out of school. Enough of we don't have the level of education. Or we don't have the knowledge to go up against the system and the producers them, or the retailers them, or the distributors them. We create them own laws in the industry. And has been using it for years. Have been using it for years to exploit the artists them. We have to know when, it no matter, things are going to go bad, relationship are going to go bad. You see me I say, no relationship not immune. Or have immunity from breakup or problems. But we, I include myself too, we as man, we have to understand, say, listen to me. This hierarchy where them creating in this world and tell us, say, we sit on top of the hierarchy and woman for us. Second, woman for us. Live with whatever we bring to the table. It's rubbish. We have to start give the woman a seat at the table, man. Stop make this hierarchical system. Yes, what I say, govern with everyday life, with society. You see? Give the woman a seat on top of the hierarchy, no man. Or change it from a hierarchical system to a more balanced system. Because we always have them type of ego, yeah. We forget we disregard. You see?
Everything when me ask Godfather music, me get it from 2010 to 12. You understand? So it would be selfish for me making Zara stuff from me.
How will this win, this case, impact our space, the dancehall reggae space overall?
Enough people right now, they're still scared to defend them stuff because they must say, radio not gonna play me, the sound man them not gonna play me because the different artists now stick together. Like if me come here so now and me and you if you have a fallout by tomorrow morning, nobody not do no interview with me. Whether you call them or not and tell them say don't call go, it's just artists that live good. But artists need to just come together and just know say if you violate one artist, you violate art.
What's the feedback you're getting from the space about the win?
As we say again, before it's not a win for me, but in a real life still have to talk the truth. Enough people start and stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Even the artists are just leave stage right now, just cargo, you open up with eyes.
Yes.
So I'm more meet your eyes.
That's what I'm trying to find out, whether you're getting a lot of that
Yes, definitely. so.
across the space.
Yes.
People are saying this is good for all of us because it's now a precedent.
Yeah.
It's a precedent that can be used by any artist.
And honestly speaking, Mr. Winford.
Only that they will have to carry them kids to the US.
No, why not? No, like, I mean, as I said, I think I mentioned it before, that because of our culture, how they do music in Jamaica, you go down to the advice, your record, and then you're gone. There is no legalities in terms of a split sheet. You sign here, register here, which is the societies, blah, blah, blah. Everybody basically just record and then walk away. Then the music is out. It's on iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, Tidal, wherever the prominent platforms. And it is released and the music. And how do I get my share of that money? Is I go through the producer now to come and give me back mine? No, mine's supposed to come to me.
Directly, yes.
Directly. So I work for it, but it has this percent. But based on what I found out, okay, well, because the producer, well, we get the money and you're the dub plate, so you sing your dub plate and get your money out of that. But the point of the matter is your work, which is the beat, and the artist's work, which is in time and in vocal and everything else. So you're saying it's not going to be compensated then for the work that they put in. So it is only fair because I keep on hearing, it is not fair that he sue. It's not fair that he sue. What about the small producer? What about this one? What about that one? The point of the matter is, if we all were fair in the initial processes of getting everybody's space right from the very first time, then all of this would not be such a big precedent. Because people talk about it so much now, like, oh my God, how did that happen? Somebody, your counter sued and you win. I mean, they bring it to court. Obviously, bring it to court if you hint things, right? It's mine, and you take my stuff, you violate me, and I'm taking you to court.
Yes.
So the counter sued came and was like, listen, you were trying to be a bully in the situation. You well know you didn't own it, but you're trying to make it seem as if, well, I have these rights to do it. And that wasn't the case.
You know what I think? I think that they tend to not trust the system, a legal process, the courts, especially here in Jamaica. We don't trust our system. And people are operating informally outside of the legal system.
Yes.
And sometimes a man want to do the right thing, but he doesn't know what is the right thing too.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I've said it before. That's the reason I said we have, of course, everybody like the glitz and the glamour and the hype of being an artist and the girls and the cars and the performance and everything else, right? But this is not only, it's not a hobby. If you're doing music seriously, this is not a hobby. It's your career, it's a job.
But
so that since this case has brought to the forefront, we hear, well, they were young, they didn't know, everybody want to come up and everything. So why up until this day, if you go still and look at ASCAP, PRS, SOCAN, if you go to those platforms to this very day and put in sell out, and look what's the name of the artist that is in where it says performer artist. Look whose name is there.
Not Cargo.
Not Cargos.
Cargo.
Go to Spotify and type in the Nasty Loud extended version and look who is the artist.
The performer.
Who is the performer? And it is not Cargo's name. You hear him singing.
It's that blatant.
You hear him singing. But I don't hear.
But he's not credited as the performer.
And if you go on YouTube and type and look for the song Nasty Loud, and look, the video is there, and look at the credits, even now that all it has come to forefront, you would think that those producers would think in their minds, listen, let me make sure I'm going to fix what was not fixed.
You see why I have to do the analysis, yeah? You know how many artists, you know, so the lady here, should have put in a position where she a lecture. She should have a monthly seminar in Jamaica. You see, we mind so poison as black men to think that every woman come and looks up. And every woman are the same. And every woman come because she see you have money. Nothing wrong with that if a woman see you with money. And she want to come be a part of whatever you have going on. Is when she come to the table. If she bringing any substance to the table. Because she not have to come with a bag of money, you know. She can come with a brain. And if you understand that. This woman should have teach. You know how many, listen me people. I want y'all to go and look at Itana's lawsuit. Notice how the media now cover Itana's lawsuit. You don't realize that, right? Because chances are the media is already bought out by the system. Let me tell you something. Artists, based on the law, can only go back to a certain point because based on the statute of limitation. We can only go back to a certain amount of years if we want to fight for our rights, royalties, mechanical, all of them things away due to us. We have never had anybody where come forward, articulate the situation so clearly. In such a short time when she learned this, we must say she just pick up this situation, you know, and do her research on it, you know, and went and represented her client. That you don't understand what going on, you know. You know much our lawyer would have charged for this? So what that show you? That show you substance. Artists can only go back a certain amount of years, you know. That means that, case in point, Heads Eye. Let me not use one of my songs, through my situation. Barrington Levy, Broadway, is one of the biggest songs in a Barrington's career, right? If Barrington want to fight for his royalties and his rights to that song right now, based on the law, he can only go back 6 years, you know. Now we're talking about a song we released over 30 years ago. And we are talking about a song where the earlier years, you know, it was selling more and so forth. So now you have to go back only 6, you have to only go back 6 years, where the sales decreased, the sampling method, whatever, the sampling licensing, excuse me, all of them things decreased. So maybe I just scraps is upon it. So all of the money where the company them collect for the past 30 years, maybe you can only go back a certain amount of years, you know. If somebody not challenge that, all that we need that to be amended, you know. And we don't have nobody in our corner because we have to go to the lawyer them. This was a diamond in the rough, you know. Or what do you call it? Diamond in the rough or diamond in the rough. Or what name? Or diamond in the sun. That's how you go. This lady should have teach, you know. We should have pay if we go see the lady and speak. When if we get touch by me there? Diamond in the rough. Give thanks here. Keep watching.
Then, because now it is out there in public space. Everybody know him by Nasalot, right? They could hear another song and they would say, who that? But if they hear Nasalot, of course, they're going to think of Cargo. So I'm just saying, it was a fan who said, Miss Francine, hey, I want you to look at this.
If a producer wants to record me now, I say, give me 2,500 US to record me. Me vice for your rhythm. You're not paying me for my work. You're paying me for my time.
Not his work.
You can't pay me for write a song, and you can't pay me to sing a song. I mean in Cargo, me come with a price to get me for your rhythm. You understand? Me already build up.
But you still expect to get your publishing and your performance.
Yes, everything supposed to me.
So your time in terms of what would you be charging for?
A rock star name. Cargo.
That's your brand? Are you sure about that? That you couldn't?
That is how me, Mr. Renford, me is not in the music business anymore. I'm in the money business. When they're in Vice Cartel and my father, they have to pay them for their time.
Yes.
When Cartel said, me know these things.
But they still own
everything, them own it same way. You want to get me for your rhythm.
Yes.
You have to give me a money.
Yes.
To drive come a studio, I want gas in my car. Me charge them. They bring them want them little thing for smoke. And them want liquor for drink. And you have to some music work. Yeah. But that no means you have to pay me for my song. If you have to pay me for my song, we know say, like a song like now sell out my friend them, we know it make millions. Mm-hmm. Millions and Jamaican money. Francine can tell you the first 2018 we try when we learn about a little thing.
That's 2018, yes.
We learn about a little one thing and we send it in. And in a 1 month we get 4,000 US off of it by just the little plane we play in America. So I'm saying if a 2018 that 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine the amount of money where these companies make after that song when it play 24/7 worldwide? Mm-hmm. 4,000 plus close to 5,000 US we make.
All right, so let's just say we must say true, right? Because we still have to fact check some of them things. But let's say what he's saying is true. And based on the 4,000 that we might talk about, seeing obviously him wife, right? Obviously him wife know about the different entities that we can sign up to and get your monthly money. You see? No. Now, Sell Out My Friend is not a bigger song than Broadway. And many dancehall hits, so we know. You know how much of them artists that broke today? You know how much of them artists that don't have a dollar today?
And listen up, me get a piece and that means that he get the same amount. You understand? And him alone I get that same amount. Many more people I get it. You understand? Because other person now will license it with a different name as performer. He might get the same thing too.
What was the amount you sued for?
Actually, we did not put a dollar amount in the counter suit.
Seriously?
No, we did not. I'm going to tell you. So there was the law for copyright infringement, and according to U.S. law, that can be like up to $30,000 per song, right? And with all the calculations, as a matter of fact, the album in question that the copyright infringement was from was mainly on was Spirit, because Kemar, he felt that he had some right and some power over Kago for 2 years, and said like every project he can put out that he still own it. So what he did was get a copy of it and sent it to the copyright office, registered it, and said transfer the album by an agreement, which there was no agreement. So the judge, of course, would give him the full maximum at $30,000 per song for those 10 songs. That's how the 300,000 came about for the copyright infringement. So the other damage is we had something for fraud on the court, because of course he sent so many documents into the court that, you know, he owned this is what had happened, all fabricated. A whole list of over 400 songs that included he owned a catalog of songs that he owned. That was a fraud. And we would never have no agreement with him for that. Then there was interference in our business relationship. Him sent to iTunes to take the music down, Amazon, all the platforms. And even from our own website, he sent a copyright strike to Wix, which was the host, to remove the website. So all this that he interfered, all of the business that we had, you know, we had people who recorded on our label, him strike those songs too. So he interested me in so many of our relationships. The judge was basically, you're crazy. How could you knowingly, because you're willfully, maliciously doing all these damages to the man and his career? And when that wasn't enough, you went on social media, you planted this picture of a suicidal, child molester, abuser, pedophile, I mean, everything that was bad in a book, in terms of even as being a man, that like everybody hear about those things would have been, oh my God, the most terrible person on the planet. And of course, we have all of the mixed up drama channels, King Mixed Up, Dr. Love, all of them posting all of the different things about, you know, all those defamatory statements. So of course, they have to get some.
So what was what was his defense, the producer's defense?
His main argument that it's his, because in everything that he did on those copyrights,
but couldn't prove it.
But he couldn't prove it because he didn't have that. And even younger producers who actually helped with the album, each go behind our back trying to get rights from them, that he owned those masters from those other younger guys. So he was just trying his very best to come with some fabricated documents to say, well, yes, I am the owner for all of this music. Yep.
She just said something key, and a lot of artists don't. And you see that the interview, I watched already, I just play it phone, in case of people who want to learn, You see what I say? And I'm going to show you why I play that interview here. But I watch this already, because, as I say, I don't just depend on the internet to watch foolishness alone. But she said something that is key. None of these companies we claim say them have ownership to the masters them, from the artists them, from King Stitch to this day. None of them. Unless them start. Now them start. So let me correct the argument. Now them start when them realize say we in the modern era. So now them start make you sign paper and everybody have to sign and you have to sign and you have to sign. But listen to me. 99% of the artists from Jamaica. 99% of the artists from Jamaica. I'm not about the little 1% where them sign where the companies them sign and own, control. But 99% of the artists from Jamaica did not give a signature or put a signature for any piece of distribution when any of these companies own. It just a man record them and because I get a youth them and them just record them and them say, yeah man, I'm me boss you. So that means because I'm me boss you, me supposed to just take everything and exploit it. But them have no signature from the art, the companies, the overseas companies, because that is the way it used to go. Jetstar released an album with Vegas, and this album has been selling for 25 years, and I've never received $1. And me is a fighter. And me is a man I send them message over the years, and I tell them, say, me know so when I rob me. Me know so when they owe me. And them ignore me. We're so, open about all of them things here. Where them know say I can come on social media, come talk. So them not even fear me. Much more a man when I attack. You remember this company put an album out with Vegas without a signature from me, using my picture, my songs, because them say them get it from a producer. But you can't get something from a producer and just tell me say, oh, because you get it from the producer, I'm not saying that. This woman I learned this in such a short window, and I present the argument.
You couldn't prove it. We had to go to court. Yep, I've never seen him not even one time. Because he had never had a court appearance, even with the final day, when this was our final time to come and say your piece. No one didn't show up. Him didn't show up. His representative didn't show up. Nobody showed up for him. Because they knew they didn't have anything, had depositions for him to present documents for depositions. Nobody showed up. Still didn't have it. Still couldn't prove it.
Point is, Mr. Winford, them do it to artists at all time. So, me now, say, you see when the man back against the wall, Mr. Winford, like Jamaica people say, yo, you love climb over a weak fence, you're stupid if you climb over a weak fence, stop a pop down for you. You understand what I'm saying? Me, which part of the America, me have all the time in my world and me are the weakest fence. It go pop down for you, brother. So I just weak fence pop down for him. So you feel that because we're the weakest link, nobody at Jamaica don't like him. His mother don't like him, his papa don't like him, his picking them not even come to party. They throw him is a walk in the park. Mr. Winford, leave weak fence alone, go climb Jericho wall.
All right, so you win the case and you're moved on. But where does this leave the albums?
Ours, totally ours.
We're going to re-release them back, but before we re-release them back, I come with that thing here one more time.
Yes.
I'm going to go 1 more mile and it caused me problem. So,
but isn't he still producer?
No.
I don't know nothing about.
Only 2 of them are only 2 of them are here in Jamaica right now.
And how many in total?
Well, we have, how many we have in total, sir? 8 in total, I think.
Oh, the family. How many kids and...
In front of them, give them one 10,000 US or give them one and tomorrow morning for life, you picnic them. So who know better, the better. Me not lie, me buy some beat from some people too, but me not do it again. Now you can work together because of the same thing what them do to me, either automatically me I do to you, even though me give you a piece of money. Just like how me tell you, say, nobody can buy my vocal. You can't pay for it. You understand? Me not supposed to feel something if you just buy out them beat.
All right, so I wanted to hear from you, Francine, a little more about the family. How many kids and where are they now? Are they here in Jamaica or what? They retire with you in Jamaica.
only 2 of them are only 2 of them are here in Jamaica right now.
And how many in total?
Well, we have, how many we have in total, sir? 8 in total, I think. 2 of them is here with us now.
So some are adopted, I take it. So
Some were before Francine.
You must say, girl,
Oh, so you took all of them?
No. So this is Macari. Macari is here with us 3 years in St. Thomas. Travis is actually coming down sometime soon, which is the eldest.
So Macari, come in, run in on the set. Come here, run in.
Come here.
Come over here, let's see you. Come on. Go between mommy and daddy right there first, so that they can see you.
Look, where's Tracy? Say hi. Say hi.
Hey, how are you? Wow.
Yes.
Little cargo here.
Little cargo. But and he thinks so too. Trust me, when he starts humming and starts singing, it's a different thing. But he's a little shy, but he does.
All right, well, you know.
Yes.
I want to thank you, Francine.
Yes.
For coming and sharing so much with us.
You're welcome, sir.
And we're gonna say so long to you right here, and take a break. And when we come back, the album will be sampled live right here on our stage. The album
in front of them, give them 110,000. 6, 7 years now, you
to the point B where you want them to get
those things.
Services are not on the door. They come with the intent. Well, look at our investigation, and if it proves to be true, of course they're gonna go to prison, and the kid's gonna go to a foster care. And of course, me, the mother, gonna lose my nursing license and go to prison too, because of course my nursing license tells me to serve and protect. And if it happened in my own also I don't know anything about it, then what? So I'm just saying, as women, we have to learn to start to empower our men. Because some of it, look at our investigation, and if
Watch it.
I idiot, him can't read and write, this is a big producer and work with VP. I'm saying people come out and to them, you know, them are molesters, them are this, them with the jail, and all different things. And it's only to know. Because if you never get composed and fall under the pressure of all the world and the masses and the street court, because you can't win him. Cargo idiot, him can't read and write. This is a big producer and work with VP. I mean the whole 9 yards. And it come down to a point where I'm thinking to myself, when I saw a man that has a voice, a talent, and a gift, one person, I mean, I'll do other things, but he came out on a different level, really personal. I said to myself, well, listen, this could be prison, jail time. We're talking about domestic abuse, child abuse, pedophilia, like crazy stuff, being suicidal, own a firearm, all that different stuff. Those stuff in America, I don't know, walk in the park. These things could have come. And of course, when the police came to the house, because they did come, with child protective services and knock on the door, they come with the intent, well, look at our investigation, and if it proves to be true, of course, they're going to go to prison, and the kid's going to go to a foster care. And of course, me, the mother, going to lose my nursing license and go to prison too, because of course, my nursing license tells me to serve and protect. And if it happens in my own also don't know anything about it, then what? So I'm just saying, as women, we have to learn to start to empower our men. Because some of the times, of course, they're emotional people too, and they're supposed to be telling me to serve and protect. And if it happens in my own also don't know anything about it, then what? So I'm just saying, as women, we have to learn to start to empower our men. Because some of the times, of course, they're emotional people too, and they're supposed to be tough because that's how our system grew up. Boys have to be
emotional.
You.
Girl, don't say those things.
Men are emotional. They wear the ego on the sleeve, but at the same time, they are allowed to cry, go to a foster care. And of course, me, the mother, going to lose my nursing license and go to prison too, because of course, my nursing license tells me to serve and protect. And if it happens in my own also I don't know anything about it, then what? So I'm just saying, as women, we have to learn to start to empower our men. Because some of the times, of course, they're emotional people too, and they're supposed to be tough because that's how our system grew up. Boys have to be
emotional.
You.
Girl, don't say those things.
Men are emotional. They wear the ego on the sleeve, but at the same time, they are allowed to cry. They are allowed to express their feelings. I'm like, you're too soft, but I'm saying they have their own thing that they're going through, and we have to learn to empower them, build them, uplift them, move them from point A to the point B where we want them to get, help them to get there, because we know we are not the strongest species.
I see, shot man. Try man. We forget back in the interview.
No, I'm just what she's saying. She's.
You're so nice.
That is one of the reasons why we play that interview of you. How many of you caught that? The day I watched this interview and saw this behavior, I said to myself, I'm not going to say nothing about it because we are dealing with a hothead, and this is a family situation, and it's none of my business, even though it's out there in everybody's business, that everybody see it and I'm sitting out there. But your mother always tell us, say, you can't show pearl give swines, you know. I mother your Bible tell us, sorry. My mother tell me still, because I never see it in my Bible first. So my mother always tell me that. You see, we come from a society where many of us will not get the level of education or maybe the way we grew up. Like if a person say, you're too emotional. And it might look just like an innocent little back and forth, but when you realize, say, you look on the body language and you look at her body language, you realize, say, yo, that could have caused a lick in her face right there, you know. Me tell you, I played the interview with you for understand. How easy it is for a woman to get abused in our society, in our culture. Because we feel like, yo, how should I talk so much, man? Why you watch about this one more time? And we're going to substantiate the argument here with other recordings. I remember this is just an analysis, so if you don't agree with it, it's all right. Because you need to have your own opinion.
To the point B where we want them to get, help them to get there, because we know we are not the strongest species.
I see, shot man. Try man.
That is the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen any man do to a woman. We sit down and talk sense. I've never seen a man bring a woman from like up here, so to the floor in such a swift or short time. I've never seen this. Listen to me. This was like a switch. Like everything going well. She's articulating the points them. She makes sense. But she was getting too much of the interview. And she was now speaking on things that she deciphered about him as a nurse. Look at the way he turned away. You telling your wife on a national platform to hush up? And you gonna come now putting out a video. I'm putting up more than one videos. And the lady, I try. Let me tell you something. Everybody seems like them afraid to just tell people say them wrong nowadays. I tell people say, yo, free I keep up, you know. You see a lot of our men in our society. in our society. They will pull a woman with them, you know. But them have to be in control at all times. They will take a woman with them, you know, on the journey, you know. But she must be subjugated. To them, every being. Just by her saying men are emotional, caused a reaction. And he transformed from this person that she's trying to groom over the years. The man will tell you, say him mother have the biggest pussy. And you laugh and talk about, yeah man, some woman are wicked for you. A man will come tell him mother, suck out your mama. Dirty girl. And you laughed. And you, oh, you know what? Some woman are wicked for you. She took that and groomed it. She took that and tried fix it for how many years? And presented it to the world and says, people, see it here, you know. We fix it, you know. And just where we get to see, because we don't get to see what happened at the home, you know. So we are talking about where we see. Just a click of a finger. She said one word where the ego can't deal with is emotional. Because right there, so when you say a man emotional, right there, so guess what? Him think say, she'll small him up. She'll belittle him. She'll girl him up. She'll weaken him up. She we took him and make him over. Give him a perfect makeover. And present him back with the gospel. Where they could have depends them platform and keep church. And I read Bible. So you went from my mother figure suck her mama. My mother is a this, my mother is a that. But it's just like this. One click. And her eye get thump out. One click. And her teeth them get lick out. One click. Hey girl, we are chat to. Hush up. Because we feel like we own them. We feel like we control them. We feel like we rule over them. We feel like our things them want. We feel like if we never name Vegas, if we never name Cargo, if we never name such and such, them uno did want we. So we have that poison there in our system. And because that poison is so venomous, every woman get the same treatment when them come across. Even if them come with good intentions to make you into a rock star, like what you just said. I want you to look back at yourself, Mr. Cargo. Prior to meeting Francine. And tell me if this presentation that you did and Winford when you won this last suit and look like a rock star, if it's the same thing. You see, people think they have some form of mental issues. But maybe that is on paper. But when you put out to we, make we know say, as we say, you have sense. But you have a thing named victimization. You see, many of us will love to play the victim. And we have many people in our society to support when we do it. Because we always look somebody for blame for we fuck ups. We can't just say, you know what? I'm me fuck up. This lady took you and give a perfect makeover. Me and woman all argue with me and say, yo, me not nothing with him, you know. Them bun me out and cuss me. I say, I mean, not nothing with the man with the mother pussy big. And then say, yo, enough woman wicked. And no. And I cut off people. Where I tell me, say, yo, a foolishness me attack, say, cause people, cause woman wicked. And I say, no. Up to just the other man link me and I say, yo, you listen to that cargo something there? And I say, me not listen to no cargo. Because I feel like when a man curse him mother, him condemn my personal feelings. And you can make the argument say enough woman wicked. But just look on your behavior upon the interview here. How quickly this went from 100 back to 0, or from 0 back to 100. Because you have the real self and you have the ideal self. You see what Francine was trying to work with, or trying to present to us, is the ideal self. But you have the real self. I go always show up. You know who teach me that? Who taught me that? Dr. Lieutenant Stitchy. And it is so applicable to many of our brothers in our society. No matter what them take on and fix on up and beard on off and put on a clean clothes. Or we, let me say we, because me is a part of the problem. No matter how the woman them take we up, no matter how good they are to us. You see, we want to chop off them head when them want to walk away. But we want to keep 3 women and I want her to leave. You see, we want to kick her down and box her down and thump her down. And when we do all of them things, we come out to the world and say, yo, woman a dog shit. Woman a drunk, bro. She a fuck my friend. She a fuck somebody when me know. Yo, the girl just have 6-month-old pitney and 1 year pitney and gonna find man already. Because we have to find the things and we have to play upon the emotions of the society. You are that gem, brother. Pan paper. And what you present to us. Yeah, I'm show you how you fuck up. And I'm show you minions them where you try cultivate. How you fuck up? Put on your seatbelt. Let me use that one first. Cargo's wife drops assault charge against him. Entertainer Ricardo Gill, more popularly known as Cargo, was freed of an assault occasionally bodily harm charge when he appeared before the Manchester Parish Court on Wednesday. The entertainer was arrested and charged on Sunday, September 19, after his wife, Francine Gale, filed a report of physical abuse against him. The reports are that after Cargo's wife voiced her disapproval at the way the entertainer was beating their son, he then turned on her and used a dumbbell to hit her in the forehead, causing a wound. Following his arrest and charge, the entertainer was granted station bail. It is reported that the wife has left the marriage and has returned overseas. Brother, you fuck up. Sometime when you fuck up and lose the gem, don't try to chip it up. Give thanks to the use where they get a fight or the usage. Just say I was privileged to have this gem. I'm a fuck up. Oh, you don't know what going on inside of the home. You know what I'm going inside of the family. You know what I'm going. Sound like robot man, right? Oh, by the way, tomorrow we are doing another special on robot man because we are keep robot man honest, you know. So the robotites them, I don't want to fall in love with this live and say the first time I agree with him. Yeah, can remember say you gonna burn me out tomorrow when we start point out the things about robot man again. But we have to keep the society balance and the presenters, and we have to keep them balanced. Just say, yo, I'm a fuck up. Stop making videos and like you want to turn people against the woman, dog. We me not point no finger upon you alone, you know, because we as man, we prone for the we just know say at this our defense. When we can't kill her, we try to turn the world against her. Did you hit your wife in her head with a dumbbell? You could have killed her. Did you deny it? No, you did not. You know what you say? Let me tell you what you say. Put on back your seatbelt. Put on back your seatbelt. Put on back your seatbelt. Hold on. Another one more. Hold on. Why you put on back your seatbelt? Put on back your seatbelt. Can you see internet? The internet full of receipt, you know. Another one, yeah? Let me say for that one, yeah. Like this. And for that one, yeah. No, most of that one, yeah. Let me say for that one, yeah. It's possible that it's this one.
Can also do this.
I don't want to. What the hell? No, man. This is the more I play the one that last. I wait there. Oh my God. How you go, man? All right, let me try that one. Yeah. I think I that one, but I just have to find it. Let me find it. I'm sorry, but I have to find that one. Yeah. Because I know one is to make up anything. Ah. No. Okay. Ah. I'm going to make him say it.
No, sir. I don't see somebody come and a fight is a fight. No reader man, nothing. Me just sit down right there. So, if I no bite me, I can bite her up on this. Or you in a problem. Let me tell you something. Yes, me go a court and me like it. In thunder, you ever see lightning through that? Still have a next scrap of. It's so never have a fight, we have to fight.
Almost overpowered. No game Palmaris. Yes, people. Cargo I tell Brawling say him ice the kite from him wife gone. When you feel a joke, hear it from Cargo himself. Check out what.
Sorry about that. I'm have to find it. Check out what I go on here, so. This is another vlogger.
Go on.
Oh, you must think independent woman I got turn up and make no man beat them. Boy, you know how me that like it can't beat Francine like a little baby, but no, it's
Pretend as if you never did hear that. You never did hear that. I want to play it again. Because you see, when a man feel to take responsibility, or a man feel to accept, say, him fuck up, I one of the worst person you can deal with on earth. A person will just feel, to just simply say, me fuck up. Me wrong. Me I go seek help. You see? No. Woman a dog shit. Woman a drunk. Woman don't go come for take your things. God make. Oh, me too play that food.
One.
Oh, you must sit independent woman and go turn up and make no man beat them. Boy, you know how me like it can beat Francine like a little baby, but no, it's so little fight, you have to fight. Me like you know say me have the upper, but me have no upper with that girl. That girl have a fight back, and that me I tell you. Me can't even win a talking contest with Francine. Man, you just suck. You know my wife power like body, and body still me body up, so I suck to move on with. He have to fight. Just like how we have to fight at the courthouse, we have to fight to put food on the plate. Sometimes we have to physically fight and crash up too. You understand? I mean, I'm going to tell you how we really fight over how long was we fight. But you know, act like another human being, man. But let me tell you something. Lion there with all woman and kill it, fucking picking because you know, I see no man fitting. You understand?
You see what can be the most dangerous thing in any society? A religious mind mixed with a little bit of mental situation, if we can call that without being subjective. Because when a man go believe say lion kill all them one pitney, you know, all film pitney no safe, you know. When a man believe in us, don't spare the rod and spoil the child, no. Film pitney no safe, you know. When a man believes that you have to beat pitney to a pulp for them listen, for them understand you, for them learn, for them do good, that man there is a danger to him own and children, them, you know. Or that woman there, you know. When a man believes that you're fighting off go on in a relationship for proof that somebody love you, or proof that you love the person, I want dangerous relationship, that I want dangerous somebody that, you know. And a lot of you women don't believe say fight off go on for proof say you love each other too. But when a man go tell you straight, say him wishing could have just beat his wife and she no fight back. And you go on like you know hear that now. But you under comment and like up. You under comment that about me agree with you. You under comment that about you one woman a wicked for true. They never hear that. So if you're independent, you must fight back. So because the woman independent, so woman, so a problem that you know. So that means if you dependent on a man, you know, you can't put up your hand when him a box, you know. If you dependent on a man, you know, that means that you can't push back, you know. Or you can't talk back, you know. Because a man are gonna make you know straight up, say, yo, because a woman independent, she a go fight back. So hence the reasoning when we come across yesterday. So we could go into that before we waste time and play all of this. Because we don't need to play all of that, we don't know where that I go. So we could get to that reasoning, yeah. And see if we can dissect a little bit of this. If we don't have time to vomit.
No, I tell you a little something. When man go through. When I say man go through, me I talk because I figure out say if you want to have me say me a dog or me a junk or anything, I think say for anything we born with balls. A man. Anything we born with balls, a man. I could a dog, a man dog or puss dog. Listen. Nobody don't know what man go through. And whosoever know don't care that. Nobody know the amount of pressure when man go through.
Like and share that video, please. I'm not turn over here some more than 20 minutes. At night now in England. I understand the amount of trauma and the amount of abuse we spot man go through. Yes, sometimes when man might go physical because they can't take it. But a man just don't understand the amount of mental abuse when man go through, brother. You have some man, brother, go through it right now. Who spot no matter the amount of drugs, no matter the amount of weed, no matter the amount of thing when smoke can't save him. And nobody don't see that. The amount of thing when man have to go through, my lord, not even God look like he never prepare man to go through them type of thing, dog. And you have woman, my lord, I go home to a night time. And I see she not see, she just don't care, dog. She don't care for your working money bring it come, she don't care, my lord. I mean, I watch something this morning. And he prompt me to say, yo, this a talk about me. And people supposed to protect this lady at all costs. We are say, a man supposed to love this woman unconditionally, dog. But condition, one can out. And if you have money, I may look upon it and me say, wow. You feel love this girl down to her toe condition, foot condition, breast condition, mark up belly condition, step picking condition, my lord, but she only have to love you for one condition. I hope you keep that money flowing. And it hurt me by you to spot you, say, brother. You know the amount of man mention depression to the woman, my lord, and she act like she don't know her name, so, because she knows she are the cause of it. She are the cause of it. See, brother, so one time stress take me and me tell her my woman say, nah, like me feel like me I commit suicide. And she never tell me, say, yo, what could have cause if you think that type of way there? Because I tell you something, one thing cause stress in my lord. Enough thing, I mean, you say when a man attack like this, no woman parents are now go share it because they don't have no son. See, man supposed to come and love you no unconditionally, I want to love you for only one condition. One condition. Just keep this thing turning, keep the falls here them turning, keep the shoes them turning, keep the Birkin bag them turning. That is the only condition. My lord, me tell you at the end of that. Me telling you, say, brother, you no better wise up and start putting yourself first. And when you put yourself first, woman a go come, my lord. Woman a go come. God a go send the right woman, my lord, come in your life, my lord. Me I tell you, dog. And let me tell you something. When God remove something out of your life with spot, my lord, you would never remove that thing that the way you love that thing. That. When God remove what you love so much, just trust him. If he bring you something with spot, you never know you could have reached. Just tell you, Carbonans make glad.
You see, there are many ways to kill a cat. You see, all you have to do, is play upon the people's emotion. Don't take responsibility for your actions. Just come forward and just say, yo, one time I tell you, say, I go work, After I go work and I tell you, say, a whole day, I tell you, say, yo, I dip on the farm and I say, yo, hungry, I kill me be. And I reach home, I say, the woman not even give me a little cup of tea. Distraction. You know what? talk about the abuse we abuse her. You don't want to talk about the abuse we abuse your children them. You don't want to talk about the way how she can't talk loud, the way she can't answer back to you, the way she can't do none of these things where you claim say a woman supposed to be subjected to you. Or subjugated to you. Excuse me. Zane? Or submissive to you. A better word. You don't want to talk about that. Yo, Star, one time I tell us, say, yo, me go out the Star, me tell us, say, yo, me not eat no lunch. Me just a work and me want to carry home the money for the picnic of them Star. Where you go and go beat your daughter to sickness because she never gets straight A. Oh, because man I go through stress. Man I go through stress. Them not even understand. Then if you go through stress, you have to do. Get medical attention. That suicide something when man love come with and say, our people love come with and say, yo, one time me do want to commit suicide. Yes, I go hit a nerve with everybody. I go say, what? A serious thing that, you know, make you forget everything what you do. But enough people contemplate suicide. When me a little boy, my mother go beat me, tie one rope on one tree and tell me, you know, I hang myself, you know, I hang myself. She said, tie the rope good. She said, tie the rope good. We just pull off really good. And just go up and just go eat my dinner. Yeah, I know. Tie the rope good. What? Because me no want to be held accountable for hide out of school. Fiscal school. You see? It's not the first time we hear this argument. But you want to commit suicide. So since you know, say, I know the first time you say this now, maybe now you need to really get some help and check that something there, you know. Because that's something that can hurt your children them. And that's something that can make some man go cut off all some people's head too. Because if a man I think about harming him own himself, or you trust him around children. You see, someone put things on the internet and not even know what happen. If the woman are really vindictive like how you say she wicked. Oh, every woman had this and every woman had that and every woman had dark shit. If she really, really want to deal with the wicked son, all she have to do is present this to the court and say, you, with your own words, said you are suicidal and she's worried about her child. The one she claims, say, the report said, you were abusing to the point where she had to step in as a mother and say, no, you beat him too rough. And according to the report, you never take kindly to it. You lick her in your head with a dumbbell, according to the report. But you still not address. You know how you address it? Yo, everybody fight. Me and my woman them fight. And if my girl them no want to fight, me want to fight all of my girl them. You say that, you know? You say you have to fight all of your woman them. And everybody kick teeth with you. And people like that. And they tell me say them want to clean up Jamaica. You come tell me say, no, me and my woman them have to fight. Yeah, me is a fighter. Me love fight. Me is a fighter. Me and my girl them have to fight. And please, brother, because I know you must have some form of sense left where you can understand basic reasoning. Stop calling your wife or your ex-wife or whatever girl. Me don't know what, me don't know them people. Me don't, yo, me. Don't worry about it. We don't support them thing there. Then Nicole, me not ask you. Him tell me that. Him tell me that the first time him reach out to me. Him tell me that I say, we are talking about youth and talk him and get him and get people record him and because I never promote him album when him end up have to go sue a man for. Him say me bad mind. I say, you understand, that was ego. What reason why I talk about this? Because I know say we don't use this same ego and chop off woman head. And then justify it with this approach now. It's a new approaches now. This now are the capote. Are the failure this now for say me wrong. Oh, John was star. Woman are wicked. And God never prepare man for deal with all them woman are wicked. You ever think say sometimes we turn them so? We never really sit down and think say, yo, are we good? I make their hearts so tough. We never really, you tell we say, you tell her say you want to commit suicide. You know much time them I tell we say, them belly I hurt them. And we not here. Because we think say menstruation, I just want regular something with them have every month and then we just deal with everything same way. Have you ever listened to her? Because you see, we are so, then teach in a society say, if a mama do it, you know, mama do it coming right up. So mama then protect we. You see? Then protect we to a point where we feel like say, yo, we always get listened to, but we not listen. We not listen to for them cry. We not listen to them heartbreak. We don't go and tell the world about how them break our heart. Yo, Jano, she fuck family star. Yo, wicked girl. Yo, Jano, she wicked, she evil. She... Man and girlless. Yo, boy. And Denton, we don't want to call him or classify him because we know they have to diagnose anybody. So we don't want to do this. But we are not really addressing him. Is not the sole purpose of this reasoning. We just try show you how there's a parallel in our society without even a person where you would classify as a madman. We have people with CNC people, a kill woman, a chop off woman head, a beat woman want to live and go about her business, and you don't want her to go about her business because she never did listen to you when you cry. But for your heart, not important. Only your heart and your emotions. Oh, she can't say you're emotional. You want to put her teeth them. Because, yo, she had this man star. What if you talk about man emotional? Man a lion. Ezra, man, oh, if you talk about man emotional. Hey, girl, back up. Hey, girl, top chat, no, man. Hey, girl, shut up. But national TV. And the host of you tell her, oh, Cargo, let her speak. You let her speak. And you come now about, but she never even listen to me when I want to kill myself, star. If I'm my mother, she'd have said, tie the rope good. You did want Francine. You want one of my mother's spirit. When my father drink the rum and come in and want to fight, she ready with her gloves. She said, beat, me done with beating. Ex-husband beat her and she run to come at town and meet my father. She said, no more beating. But because she not independent, she not fight back. So when an independent woman come now, she become a problem. Because she too independent and you don't want an independent woman because independent woman I go walk away from the bullshit where we as man love keep up. And if you just stay there and just deal with the heartbreak, deal with the pain, deal with the stress, deal with we are go fuck one bag of woman and bring home anything come give them, and them nothing feel no way. They're not even for concern, so you can go pick up a germs and come give them. But when they want to leave, lick out them teeth them. And come tell the world, say, yo, star, one time I did a stress out and my belly hurt, my star should not even give me a little tea. You had a gem based on what you present away. And you fuck up. You see? Stop. Seek public opinion for bring down the lady. Because what you present away is enough for we know say you fuck up. But them things say, you know no sense. And them things say, because me now walk a mile in your shoes, me can't talk. All them things say, I mix up this, but are you give it to talk about?
Spot, my lad. You would never remove that thing that the way you love that thing there. When God remove what you love so much, just trust him. If he bring you something with spot, you never know you could have reached.
No,
Just
God.
trust in God, my lad. I mean, I tell you that.
And then when you come with the
Me, I
God
tell you, Cargonians, me glad me figure out the time, say at 3 o'clock now, if you come live, if you can't catch you no back pound the 9 o'clock thing, I go work, my lad. Me, I tell you that, man, I go through it, my youth. Man, I go through it, my youth, brother. You know, see the man them. I'll be a man I commit suicide, my lad. And as a man commit suicide in girl, move out to the man where did I creep out with. Brother, man, I go through it, my youth.
First and foremost, suicide is not a joke. But you know, most in suicidal, if you have a gem and chew it up, if you drunk or catch it. So someone want to bring suicide upon yourself or suicidal thoughts upon yourself. Because you don't realize that let me say we, because me an idiot too. Me are one of the biggest idiot too. We don't realize when we have a gem. We come like the dog on the bridge where I look down into the water at the other bone and I realize I have one nice mouth. You see? So we come now to play upon the people's emotion. Oh, man, I commit suicide star and man, I got through it and I'm not alone. Michael Jackson, don't tell her they say you are not alone. And I am here with you, but I am not here with you on this one, brother. How dare you come use where people are got through and where people are suffer through to justify your fuckery. That is what y'all do. We use people conditions to justify with bullshit. Oh, people are got through thing and people are suffer and people are dead and man are kill themselves because of women's. Eh? Speak to us. Do you hit a woman in her head with a dumbbell? And you know what? You see, some of you women will go under this comment that we may post. No? I'm not supposed to say nothing under the comment, liking and sharing and talking. I agree. And even right here, make show you some comment to woman about are you talk? Some of you women want to bring crosses for yourself. You know? I want to realize I want to transfer some energy, some demonic energy, some evil energy, some bad energy in our relationship and in our life. And then you see a man start treat a certain way and you wonder where it come from. Come on, man. Call out thing when you see things, man. If you have a comment, I know about that say nothing, man. How dare this man come after so many? When this happened? This happened what? Last year, October, and this lady has not come out. This lady, and I said the woman out there, I try to dog you. I try to put you down. I try to explain what happened. I try to tell the world, I show the world the picture of them, or the video of them, where you look and I fire with the dumbbell. And like sure they even not try to do that, brethren. But you know what? We as man do, we make certain say a next man not see the gem. We want the next man see a dog shit. Because we still afraid of someone else picking it up. We still can't deal with the ego that we are going to get bruised if we think say another man get her. So because we can't kill her with dirt her. You know that I see them say I use now. I think dirt mean to put people on the ground. But I knew that me guess dirt her. The lady, people, am I missing something? Me not see nothing from the lady. They come and tell about say, my wife told me I try to commit suicide and me tell my wife and she not even look for me. Oh, the minions them and the gullible people them can be like, what? What a dirty girl? Bro, you look a fucking mess. You see? You remember you say you're a rock star? This is not the end of it, brother. You will find another gem. But here what that I got now. If you keep that one here. And if you get back the one that you lose. Start accept when you're fucking wrong. Start learn to say, I am sorry. Start learn to say, yo, me fuck up. Sorry for the amount of explicit. Wait. Me use today. But some of the time we need it. Forget to them. Kaya. Woman try to take you. From telling the world, say your mama pussy big. To turn you into a gentleman. And you come in and tell her about say, she don't look for you when you say you want to commit suicide. What? And then no wonder why our society is the way it is. Because we support too much bullshit, man. Stop making your phone be smarter than your people. Call bullshit, man. If I even me, you're not saint, you're not angel. And chances are, me I go fuck up too. Me I say, but as long as me I go play like say, me no fuck up, I will never change. Stop blaming everybody else but yourself, man. Grow up, brethren. It's never too late to start growing up. It's never too late. I'm going to play 5 more minutes of your bullshit.
Oh, this is our one. I'm telling no mindset, brother. On your straight up attack work for yourself, my lad. And it's not like you know go have one little woman come and inherit some of my spot, but focus on yourself, dog. May I tell you, my youth, brother, if you see all in England, you so may I talk to all one Virgin yesterday. You talk to a Virgin yesterday, you know. And a woman bringing come to England, my lad. Brother, and some things we spot that man and make me know say, yo, this girl I do to you, my lad. Brother, me want to know if Jamaica so far. Jamaica could have reached 1,000 hours if go back. Me gone back on my yard. That me I try to tell you, my youth. Brother, me I tell you, I me look back home and me can see stress. And I can see him head just agree for me a young boy, my lad, and my young picnic boy, my youth. My Chicago man is supposed to live so. But what me I go do? Me come here already, my lad. Me come here and me just look upon him and I say, yo, me I see myself. Me I see myself on this man. Brother, man I got through it out. Man I got through it. And every time man start talk about how the girl get so privileged, my lord, you hear some man come and talk about. Leave it at you, you not find the right one. But any day, God take out my heart, my lord, and make one girl. Me know so me have a good girl. Brother, me tired to tell people say every girl are the same thing. Every woman are the same thing, my lord. All of them will carry go put up on picking maintenance. And all of them will carry go a court. My lord, the first me ever walk in a one court and my wife carry me. First me ever in a my 100 year me upon earth. And the woman who spark me love unconditionally, my lord, carry me.
Tell about the ego. It's easier to say the first time me get carried into a courthouse is my wife. Because I love her unconditionally, she shouldn't did carry me. So that means no matter what I do to her, she does accept it. Because no, she mash up my thing. She bring me in a dirty courthouse. How she fit do that? No matter what I do to her. You realize why a lot of women don't even bother go station? Because I can't believe the first time a woman can me go court to my wife when I love star. How about based on the report? How about me can't believe the woman who me love unconditionally me lick her in her forehead with a dumbbell? You never think about it that way yet? How about the woman who me love unconditionally me carry a disease go get her? How about the woman who me love unconditionally me go breed a girl a road and I hear she hear about it? But if she did go breed a road with a chop off her head, I said the woman who me love unconditionally star, she go breed star. So you come and flip it now, like she's a monster. If you carry her go to court. But you leave out a key piece of the information. Why? Because remember, say, you maybe not understand this still, but you have cause and effect. So she just get up like a mad woman and just say, yo, me not like him no more. Me I carry him go to court. Bum. And of course, you have some people, boy, yeah, and look a shepherd because them so stuck in a sheep land where them follow anything. Anything. Come across from them, look at them, say, everybody agree with this, let me jump on. And when a big old idiot like me now come and decipher it, and say a bullshit, who have a problem. But go ahead. And see how much more head I go get chopped off. How much round I get thumping out the eye. And lick out teeth and licking out the fire with the dumbbell. Because you know feel to call out the bullshit when you see it. Hold yourself accountable, brethren. Stop pussyfoot around the real issues. Remember, the people may tell her say abusive and she still try to mold you and make you over. Now you come tell about say you want a woman we make with your own heart. Then what kind of world is we have? If every woman make with your own heart. You see, we as men, we need to understand something. The hierarchical system where we grow up in, or come learn, or live in, it's man-made. And God make it. If you want to put God to things, and say God made that, look at duality. Night and day. You see? Look at light and darkness. The hierarchical system we don't want to control women under is man-made. And nothing is wrong with independence. And any man that thinks it's a problem when a woman says she's independent means that you're looking for a slave. You're looking for mistrust and obey. But there is no other way. That is what you're looking for. So the facts are so brazen, if you put on a bullshit on the internet, we have to be just as brazen to dissect it, no matter who you are. You may have the last say.
None of my baby mother them never do. None of my ex-girl them who spot at me, literally fight them. Ego just fly up in my head and I fight them. They never report my station. And my wife put her hand on me. I'm retaliate and I shake her in my wood. So when I try to tell me, brother man, I go through it, my lad. Brother, I see some man in England, and my lad, where woman care come up to my lad, and they treat them like dog, my youth. And I say, firm me, talk about you. Me start learn, so better yourself. Start better yourself. A man, I wonder the other day, I put on 20 pounds, I just start watching boxing the day before yesterday. Society, I tell you, put woman first. Every time a man put woman first, you see what you mean? If I did that, Marcus Garvey, I wait for him to become a hero, my lad. If that's stuck as zero, I'm telling you all the while that tears come on me eye, my youth. You see a man, I tell me, it's a singer, a floor, me asleep on. Floor. And when me can't take it no more out, and when me can't take it no more, me have to just tremble and go in my bed. I that same little thing there, me could not feel like you can treat man something. That same word there, that INDEPENDENT with a dental side. It dent up. You hear? A man fight for the woman independence and only come and use against man. Some barbaric man back then, what we think say was barbaric, we should allow him. Allow him and make him stay in the kitchen. We not deal with man and we because we know say man love him and because we know say society I go jump and take phone aside first, my youth. And when we have things, my youth, we share it with you. 100%. Me never hear a man say me an independent man yet. Me never hear a man say me an independent man yet. And him want that, Brandon. Brandon and him want that. Things when me go through Brandon and me want that. Never want that for myself. Brandon Vibes Cartel never want to go to prison for 35 years, Brandon. Be careful what you're saying, Brandon. Every dog have them 4 o'clock out. Brandon, every dog have them 4 o'clock, Brandon. And Brandon, some of it have it.
You can't go listen to the rest of the crap there. I know no more writing in my system. You see? But just know that this is not the only person who thinks like this. Right? And just know say a lot of women support this type of argument. For a man say you should have stayed in the kitchen. Literally, I tell you straight up say, you should have stayed in the kitchen. And of course Marvin agrees. Same have a point still. What's the point? point out every problem in a society before you take accountability for your actions. That's the point. Leave the woman them in the kitchen because, according to the report, you lick your one in her Friday that dumbbell and she leave. Because she try to take up for the youth them where you abuse, according to the report. According to what? What? That is having a point? No, you get to have a point when you stand up as a man and accept your role. You see? Your part where you play. In the fuckery you are going. You a man of a point. A man of a point. If you say woman should have stayed in the kitchen. We should have still treat them like how they were treated in the barbaric days. That you say? Well, the good thing about it is you're entitled to your own opinion, and I've seen a lot of male get abused by women. Society always play a blind eye, and that may be the case. But we're talking context here, brother. You not get to come dig up every. It's like, oh, yo, star, me kill 100 people. You think, yo, you know, say enough time. You know, people are kill people and them are going like them no see it and don't chew me go kill 100 people now. Them are going like say, yo, man, go through it, star, man, it stress out me. People wicked be. Bro, talk about the 100 people where you kill. You see? You gonna tell me about other people problem. You gonna tell me about man asleep on floor. You gonna tell me about where woman treat man, where woman do, where woman this, where woman that. A woman should have stay in the kitchen. A woman should have stay in a subjugation. But you feel fit to take responsibility for where you do to create the one where you have into the monster there. Because let's be honest. Enough away. Find some nice woman and turn them in a monster. Enough away. Stop playing hypocrite. Enough away, let's go and like say, them not no feelings. So when them turn into the monsters, we come out of, yo, man, wicked star. Accept responsibility when you're wrong, man. Is it? That is key, brethren. There's no two way around that. You not get to come here and point out every problem in the world. Every problem you can point out, every wrongs in the world. But you're wrong where you are do. You skip over it. You see? So you want to know if you look by your wife, your woman, your whatever, or let me say we, because my hand not clean. So we know what we want society now for just look upon where we did have. Or a next man for look upon it and say, yo, woman a devil, you know. Yeah, man, about to pick up she, you know, cause yo, the man is married to her star and yo, she do the man some things, be. Yo, what the man do her? Yo, me don't even know star, but yo, me hear the man I say, yo, yo. Yeah. So what? So what you hear she say? Boy, I mean, I believe girl star, girl lie, brethren. I be a lie, girl make up lie and through them one go fuck star. That's it. Big up on yourself.